share a better.
Funk of 40,000 years and gritty good from every tomb of closing in the sea.
Cause this is Dylan, girl, I can feel you more than they go through that damn trial. So let me hold you tight and share a better.
Great.
Did it?
What?
I said, did it really? Ouch!
Cause this is Dylan.
Wonderful again. I'm really happy. 3 really makes me happy. I don't want to make a big speech or anything because I know Dick Clark. Okay, thank you very much. Hi, this is Michael Jackson. Pool. I'm sorry, you can continue. Okay, here we go.
You better run, you better do what you can. Don't wanna see no blood, don't be a macho man. You wanna be tough, better do what you can. So beat it. But you wanna be bad, just beat it. Beat it.
November 1982. Michael Jackson had already conquered the world with Off the Wall. But when he lost Album of the Year at the Grammy Awards, something inside him shifted forever. According to those closest to him, Michael went home that night devastated and humiliated. The young superstar who had sold millions of records felt like the industry still didn't take him seriously. That Grammy rejection would spark an obsession that created the most expensive and most successful album in music history. But what most people don't realize is how dangerous that obsession became. When Michael Jackson decided to create Thriller, he wasn't just making another album. He was declaring war on every limitation the music industry had ever imposed, willing to risk everything to win that war. Even if it meant sacrificing parts of himself, he could never get back. The numbers alone tell the story of Michael's commitment to perfection. Thriller's production budget reached approximately $750,000, an astronomical sum for 1982 that equals roughly $2.5 million today. At a time when most albums cost under $200,000 to produce, Michael was investing nearly 4 times the industry standard. Epic Records executives were nervous, but Michael had made his decision. This album would either establish him as the greatest entertainer who ever lived, or financially destroy his career. Working with producer Quincy Jones at Westlake Recording Studios, Michael entered a 7-month creative process that bordered on artistic madness. The two perfectionists worked on 30 songs, eventually selecting only 9 tracks that met their impossibly high standards. But even those 9 songs required obsessive refinement that pushed everyone involved to their psychological limits. Nothing demonstrates Michael's perfectionist addiction better than the creation of Billie Jean. Engineer Bruce Swedian mixed the song an unprecedented 91 times, far beyond his usual practice of completing tracks in single sessions. Each mix featured different balances, different equalizations, different relationships between instruments. After months of exhaustive work, producer Quincy Jones finally asked Swedian to play the second mix again. That early attempt turned out to be the version that would make music history. This story reveals everything about Michael Jackson's approach to artistic creation. Perfection wasn't a destination for him. It was an endless journey that consumed every aspect of his life. The fact that mix number 2 was ultimately chosen doesn't diminish the importance of those other attempts. Each mix taught Michael something new about the song's potential, building toward a final version that felt both effortless and impossible to improve. But Michael's vision for Thriller extended far beyond individual songs into revolutionary musical collaboration. For Beat It, he wanted authentic rock credibility that would unite different musical worlds. When the opportunity arose to work with Eddie Van Halen, one of rock's most respected guitarists, Michael seized it immediately. Van Halen agreed to contribute a guitar solo, reportedly working for free as a favor to the project's artistic vision. According to studio accounts, the recording session became legendary for reasons beyond the music itself. During Van Halen's guitar performance, one of the studio's monitor speakers reportedly caught fire, causing engineers to rush in with extinguishers. Whether the fire resulted from amplified sound or technical electrical issues, the incident became part of Thriller folklore, symbolizing the album's explosive creative energy. The Beat It music video took Michael's boundary-breaking vision into dangerous territory, determined to create authentic street credibility for his anti-violence message. Michael made the unprecedented decision to cast real gang members from Los Angeles's most notorious rival groups, the Crips and the Bloods. The video featured approximately 80 genuine gang members alongside professional dancers. The production became one of the most tense shoots in music video history. Director Bob Giraldi later recalled how police presence was required throughout filming, and how real tensions between opposing gang members threatened to shut down production. Yet something remarkable happened when the music began playing. The Beat It set became one of the rare moments where sworn enemies stood in the same frame, dancing instead of fighting. Michael's artistic vision had temporarily united people who considered each other mortal enemies. This moment captures the essence of Michael Jackson's cultural power during the Thriller era. He wasn't just making entertainment. He was creating social experiences that transcended racial, economic, and cultural divisions. Music became his language for speaking to universal human emotions that existed beyond street politics and social barriers. Perhaps Michael's most ambitious creative risk came with the Thriller music video itself. When CBS Records refused to finance what they considered an unnecessarily expensive promotional tool, Michael faced a choice that would define his artistic legacy. He could accept the label's limitations, or find an innovative solution that matched his revolutionary vision. Michael chose innovation over compromise. Working with director John Landis, he developed a plan to create not just a music video, but a complete short film that could be sold to television networks. The project's budget reportedly reached $900,000, making it the most expensive music video ever attempted. To finance this unprecedented investment, Michael arranged for MTV to pay $250,000 and Showtime to contribute $300,000 for exclusive broadcast rights to a making-of documentary. This financing strategy represented pure business genius that transformed the economics of music video production. Michael had invented a new model where artistic ambition could fund itself through multimedia storytelling. The making-of documentary became as commercially successful as the music video itself, eventually selling over 1 million copies and becoming the best-selling videotape of its time. Yet behind all this success, something complex was happening to Michael Jackson personally. Thriller marked the beginning of his most dramatic period of physical transformation. How Michael's relationship with his appearance became increasingly complicated during these months. According to biographers, Michael's father Joe Jackson had mocked his nose during childhood, creating deep psychological wounds. Some biographical interpretations suggest that Michael sought to see his mother Katherine's softer features in his own face, though such motivations remain matters of analysis rather than confirmed fact. The timing cannot be ignored. As Michael was transforming popular music through Thriller, he was simultaneously transforming himself physically in ways that would become permanent and dramatic. The pursuit of artistic perfection seemed to extend into every aspect of his identity, creating a complex relationship between public image and private self-acceptance. When Thriller was released on November 30, 1982, it immediately began rewriting music industry expectations. The album spent 37 weeks at number 1, became the best-selling album of both 1983 and 1984, and eventually sold over 70 million copies worldwide. 7 singles reached the top 10, setting records that still stand today. More importantly, Thriller proved that artistic ambition and commercial success weren't opposing forces. Michael Jackson had gambled his career on the belief that audiences were hungry for innovation and emotional authenticity. The album's unprecedented success vindicated every risky creative decision and expensive production choice. But the cost of achieving such perfection extended beyond financial investment into personal sacrifice. Michael Jackson had transformed himself into something larger than human. A global icon whose artistic vision changed popular culture forever. Yet, that transformation required him to surrender aspects of normal life and privacy that could never be recovered. Thriller stands as the ultimate example of what happens when unlimited artistic ambition meets unlimited resources and determination. Michael Jackson didn't just create the best-selling album of all time. He established new possibilities for what popular music could achieve. The album that began with Grammy Rejection became the standard by which all future musical ambitions would be measured, proving that sometimes the most revolutionary art emerges from the deepest personal pain and the most dangerous creative risks. If you enjoyed discovering the untold stories behind music's greatest moments like this, subscribe for more legendary tales from music history. Which artist's hidden story would you like to hear next?